Hello, my name is Sarah Martin. I'm a recruitment specialist, and I'd like to take this opportunity to speak with you about a mentorship program for One Legacy. So as you likely know, we are facing many challenges in our clinical staffing. So by clinical, I'm referring to our positions of procurement transplant coordinators, referral consult coordinators, and family care specialists. Our turnover rate for those positions is currently around 26%. The organ department, specifically the procurement transplant coordinators or our PTCs, had an average of 7 openings throughout 2018. And we're facing a lot of competition in the market for our clinical staff. So we're in competition with hospitals and transplant centers. Just a little bit of background about One Legacy clinical staff. So our clinical staff are responsible for the organ donation process from referral to authorization to allocation to donor management and recovery. So specifically when we're talking about PTCs, we're focusing on donor management. So the average case time from start to finish from referral to recovery is between 48 and 70 hours. And the procurement transplant coordinators are scheduled for 16-hour shifts at a time. Just to demonstrate what some of the challenges are and where they originate from in our recruiting process, I want to talk about Nicole. So Nicole was hired as a PTC in March of 2018. She filled a position that was open for 65 days and that 4 other candidates interviewed for. The advertising cost for each month that position was open was $8,000, and the average cost per hire, not specifically PTC, is $6,500. Her starting salary was $79,000, and her training period was 6 months. Having now completed training, Nicole was assigned a case in Bakersfield, California. Living in Simi Valley, it took Nicole 2 hours to arrive at the hospital. Now her 16-hour salaried shift is down to 14 hours on site. Once on site, she was the lead PTC on the case and began the task of donor management. So now Nicole's shift is over. However, the donor is unstable and the next scheduled PTC is wrapping up a case in Orange County. That PTC in Orange County won't be available for 5 hours. There are 2 other PTCs scheduled, but they're still in training and not able to handle an unstable donor. The heart and the right kidney are pending allocation, and the donor is anticipated to go to OR in 10 hours. So given that information, Nicole agrees to stay on for the extra shift. One Legacy pays Nicole a teamwork incentive. So this is not an unusual case. And it's caused One Legacy to pay out over $1 million in teamwork incentives to PTCs in 2018, and that was not in the budget. So what I propose, because of the challenges that we face in recruiting, is a mentorship program. So the benefits to a mentorship program have been well documented, and we can talk about some of those cases in other organizations as well. But the specific benefits are a reduction in turnover, an enhancement of the training experience and a reduction in errors, an improvement in employee satisfaction, an increase in employee engagement, and developing leaders among your staff. So I see all of these benefits from a mentorship program as addressing some of those issues that we have with turnover, with retention, in the associated expense of our training, and then overall improving our employee satisfaction. I anticipate that the program will begin just as a pilot mentorship program, starting with the 15 PTCs we have budgeted for hire in 2019. HR will work with a consultant to select 3 mentors and pair them with the mentees, which will be new hires, and or the PTCs that are still in training. So those would be PTCs we hired in the first quarter of 2019. The primary resource that we'll need for this project will be the time of our well-trained staff. And this program will offer a bi-weekly mentor stipend, and mentees will receive an award of $2,500 increase in their salary following the completion of the program. I anticipate the cost to develop and implement the program will be about $49,000, and the cost of maintaining the program will be about $52,500. So if this plan goes as I expect and as our advisory board supports, then I think that we'll see an improvement in our retention and our employee satisfaction, which will reduce some of the expenses that we're seeing in hiring, as well as reducing the need for the teamwork incentive. So I've provided everyone copies of our Mentorship Project Management Plan. Please reference that for further details on scope, schedule, resources, and cost. I look forward to your feedback.